guys, I haven't done a talking update, but it is now the second to last, or like where I have like a week and a half left of the readathon, and it's been a pretty quiet like few days. I've been just kind of chilling and been in a weird mood like with my like mental health lately. So if these vlogs have been really silent, I do apologize, but I am just trying to do the best I can. But I read a couple of graphic novels this past weekend. You would have seen that. One of them being Betty Page in the Princess and the Pinup. I gave that, like, I think 3 stars. I honestly can't remember. And I reread The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and gave that 4.5 stars or 4 stars. Now I had to like rip out quite a bit of the crochet project that I've been working on here at the office today, so I'm pretty like peed-oed about that, and I've been working on that majority of the time today, so I haven't really gotten any reading done. I think I'm maybe at like 20% in The Winter Witch when I was listening to it on my way into work, but I haven't really felt like reading today because I'm just trying to gain back all the work or all the progress that I lost from having to rip out that project. So, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more done this afternoon because I'm about to leave the office to go to knit night. So hopefully everything will turn around a little bit. I'm just feeling kind of like moody and hormonal, so I don't know how long I'll be at knit night. Sorry, I got like something on my eye, like, and it's bothering the crap out of me. So I am just gonna go ahead and hop off and head over to the restaurant so I can get some crocheting done. Hey guys, I am looking a little rough because I just had like maybe like a 10-15 minute crying fit as my mom had to have a heart catheter done, like test done today, and found out that she has to have a heart bypass surgery as soon as possible because she has got like a 90% blockage in her heart right now, and I'm just freaking out because I'm states away and I can't be there for her, and I'm just not in the greatest mood. So I'm trying to calm myself down about it. I haven't really gotten much of anything done the last couple of days, like reading wise. But I have to be out of the office for lunch anyways because Barbie has a meeting today. So I am thinking about, I'm not really hungry because just with my appetite now is completely gone. I'm not hungry, but I may just take myself to Books A Million and just sit in their cafe, have a coffee, and like wander around books for a bit, just to kind of like cheer myself up a little bit and try to calm myself down. I've been kind of just doing work stuff on and off all morning so far, and yeah, I'm not feeling the greatest, but I also didn't want to like completely blow off this vlog because I'm also behind on editing last week's vlog currently. So it will go up whenever it goes up. I was doing a pretty good, like having a set schedule and stuff for editing. I just haven't really been wanting to edit, and now I really don't want to like edit anything right now. So, but anyways, I'll stop rambling at you guys. I just wanted to check in and let you know what's going on with me, and like my poor eyes are like really red. So I'm gonna try to calm down a little bit more. Hey guys, I just wanted to chat with you. I'm back from Books A Million. Been back for a couple of hours now. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, but I just wanted to share what I got from Books A Million. First, I got Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. I'm staying on brand with getting the witchy books, so I really don't know much about the books that I got. other than it being like witch tellings. This is set in the lands of Bethel, where the prophet's word is law. Emmanuel Moore's very existence is blasphemy. Her mother's union with an outsider of a different race cast her once proud family into disgrace, so Emmanuel does her best to worship the Father, follow holy protocol, and lead a life of submission, devotion, and absolute conformity, like all the other women in the settlement. But a mishap lures her into the forbidden darkwood surrounding Bethel, where the first prophet once chased and killed 4 powerful witches. Their spirits are still lurking there, and they bestow their gift on Emmanuel, the journal of her dead mother, who Emmanuel is shocked to learn once sought sanctuary in the woods. Fascinated by the secrets in the diary, Emmanuel finds herself struggling to understand how her mother could have consorted with the witches. But when she begins to learn the grim truths about the church and its history, she realizes the true threat to Bethel is its own darkness, and she starts to understand that if Bethel is to change, it must begin with her. So I am interested in seeing this. I picked it up for like $6 from Books A Million, so I am pretty stoked about that. And then I got The Mercies by Kieran Millward Hardgrave, another book I'm not too sure about, so I'll read the synopsis. It says, Finnick, Norway, 1617, 20-year-old Maren Magstadter stands on the craggy coast watching the sea break into a sudden, reckless storm. 40 fishermen, including her brother and father, are drowned and left broken on the rocks below. With the menfolk wiped out, the women of the tiny Arctic island of Vardo must fend for themselves. 3 years later, a sinister figure arrives from Scotland, Commissioner Absalom Cornet, who rose to prominence by burning witches. He brings with him his young Norwegian wife, Ursa, who is both heady with her husband's authority and terrified by it. In Vardo and Mirren, Ursa notices something she's never witnessed before: independent women. But Absalom sees only a place untouched by God and flooded with a mighty evil. As Mirren and Ursa are drawn to each other in the ways that surprise them both, the island begins to close in on them, with Absalom's iron rule threatening Vardo's very existence. Inspired by the real events of the Vardo storm in the 1621 witch trials, The Mercies is a powerful story of love, evil, and obsession set at the edge of civilization. So it is a sapphic kind of like reimagining of this time. So it's been blurbed by Madeline Miller on the back, which I really enjoyed Cersei when I read it. So I'm stoked to get to that. And The Year of the Witching was blurbed by Tamora Pierce, which is one of my favorite authors. So, and I got a third book, but I bought this from my mom. Plan on trying to mail it out tomorrow for her. But it's Nora Roberts From the Heart. It's a bind up of three of her romance type of stories. So Nora Roberts is like one of my mom's favorite authors, and she reads a ton of her books all the time. So when I saw this on the table, I had to pick it up. So that's my mini haul from Books A Million. Sometimes you just have to wander around a bookstore just to get a clear head, and I spent the majority of the time, like the hour that I was there, walking around the store, like slowly perusing, because I don't really get to look very much, because I'm always trying to rush out, so I'm not spending too much time debating about how much I want to spend. But when I go into bookstores, I just try to stick with a budget in mind and try to stick with just bargain books. So all together, these three books were only $20, and I also got an iced tea while I was there. So it's not too bad. I am feeling better. My mom is scheduled possibly to hopefully get the bypass done for tomorrow. They're wanting to like get it done as soon as possible. She's gotten a lot of tests done now. I'm just kind of in a limbo period with me being out of state. There's not much I can do, honestly. So I'm hoping that once I get this book mailed out, I'll try to like get it there as soon as I can. So if she's in the hospital for a little bit and she has something to read. But yeah, I'm just trying to stay positive. That's all I can really do at this point. Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick update about my mom. She had her heart bypass surgery this morning. They did 2 bypasses and took arteries from her leg and from her chest wall cavity, or chest, whatever. They took some arteries that were that they were able to use to like graft it in to her for the bypass, and she will have to have a stent put in her left like side of her heart at a later point in time. But all the like critical stuff was done today, and she did really well. And now she's just going to be recovering in the hospital for about a week after. But at least this part is done, and now we can kind of breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. Hey guys, I don't think I've updated in a bit, but I just wanted to touch base with you all. Last night yesterday I finished reading Betty Page Unbound. It's another graphic novel that was on Kindle Unlimited. I gave that 4 stars, I believe. I thought it was really fun. It's definitely a series that I can see myself going back to and like picking up from time to time. And I had finished reading A Mystical Practical Guide to Magic. It's the NetGalley witchcraft book that I have been needing to review for a while. I finished reading that last night, and right after I finished reading that, I started reading How to Meditate with Crystals. Actually don't remember who the author is off the top of my head. Jolie DeMarco, I believe that's how you say the name. It's another NetGalley book. Had a sprint going on in the background. But yeah, it's another NetGalley book. I started that and got to about 15% like today. I did a little bit more reading on it. I got to 52% in The Winter Witch by Paula Braxton, but Libby did the thing where it returned my audiobook before I could finish it, so I switched to reading and the ebook version. But I got to 52% of that today, and I'm around like 42% of Dark Lover. So that's where I end up at reading wise. So yeah, I just wanted to do like a quick like rundown of what I had gotten up to reading wise, because I know this week has mostly been taken over with medical stuff when it has to do with my mom. Just like a quick update about her, like as of today. She is awake and she's still feeling pretty groggy, and her throat is like super sore, which is understandable because she had to have a breathing tube put in whenever they had done the surgery. But she'll be in the ICU for a few days until like they feel like she would be fine. But from what last I heard, she had the drainage tubes on her legs removed, and they've like gotten her up out of bed and into like a chair and stuff, so she's starting to move around, and I got to video chat with her this morning, and she's just super antsy to get home, so I completely understand that. So fingers crossed that she still continues to get better. And I forgot to mention, on Tuesday night when I got home, I played some Dead by Daylight, and because I was watching Allie with Hardback Quarters, her Twitch stream, and I actually got to hop on and play Dead by Daylight with her and a couple of her friends, so that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely it's a lot more fun to play Dead by Daylight with other people. I highly recommend it if you get the chance to play it. Definitely play it with others. So that was a highlight of my week. It definitely took my mind off of everything that's going on. So I'm really thankful to Allie for giving me the opportunity to play the game with her. Today, really, I should say, the only other thing that I had going on is I went out to lunch. I decided to go out to lunch, and me and Jordan had lunch together. He's suffering from a pretty bad sinus headache, and really everybody right now is dealing with a headache today. I think it's because we had a kind of a small storm cell come through. But yeah, everybody that I talked to today has been dealing with some sort of medical stuff, and with it being the first of the month, it's now September, so happy officially fall season, everybody. And today is my dad's birthday too, and I feel bad that he has got to spend that time in the hospital, but it's better than the alternative. So at least, yeah, you understand what I mean. I know he wants to be at home and have a more relaxing birthday, but it could be worse. And Jordan's mom ended up having surgery on her foot today as well, but she pulled through with that pretty well. So it's just a whole lot of medical crap this past week, and I could really, or just this past year altogether for my whole entire family, if the universe can please stop with the medical stuff, that would be great. But my plans for tonight is I finally got last week's vlog edited, so I'm going to try to get that to upload to YouTube, watch Allie's stream tonight, and just try to relax, honestly, because my stress levels are still kind of high. So, and I'm just going to try to get some more reading done. I'm actually getting more of my reading, wanting to read a lot more back, and I want to kind of run with it. I'm gonna prop you guys up here because I'm tired of causing an earthquake for you guys. So yeah, not too bad. But I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. There's one project that I had started a while ago. It's a crocheted vest, and I had been working on it on and off for the past couple of months, and it's out of this super bulky yarn. It's really pretty, a kind of dark plummy purple. But then I decided that I probably wouldn't wear this vest very much, because with it being this chunky yarn, and I wasn't too sure if I would have enough to finish the vest anyways, I decided I'm going to knit a shawl instead. So I started from the opposite end of the ball that I had left and started this chunky garter stitch shawl. It's called the Dovetail Wrapper Shawl. It's by Pearl Soho. I found the pattern on Ravelry. The yarn is Lion Brand Woolies. I don't recall the name of the color. I think I may have the ball bands in here. Let me see. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Wool Ease Thick and Quick. This was some yarn that I got from my friend Sarah years ago that she sent me. It's a 80% acrylic, 20% wool, and the colorway name is Eggplant. So I originally was thinking in my head that it's more of an eggplant a dark eggplant color, so I was right. But yeah, it's a pretty easy quick knit. It's another like knit that I can do while I read, and I'm using like my biggest size needles, circular needles for this. These are like Susan Bate needles I got on clearance from Joann's. I think they're size 15s. I have the sleeve that they came in at home, so I'll have to take a look at that, and if I'm wrong, I'll try to update it later. And I'm using one of my stitch markers that I wire wrapped last month or the month before. Don't know how well you'd be able to see it. Okay, focus. Oh wow, it does not like having that up close, but it's kind of a steel wire with a lapis lazuli gemstone in it that I wire wrapped, and then along with some progress keepers that I made with lobster clasp on the side, and then just a normal stitch marker. So, and I've also been working on another baby hat. I finished one with one yarn. I'm using a leftover Knit Picks Brava Sport yarn, which is the white, with the remaining of Cascade like lace weight yarn that I had. So this is a silk wool blend, while the Brava is an acrylic. But I'm on the crown decreases for another baby hat, so I'm just slowly working through, and I just put in the stitch markers to mark each decrease section, and these are more of the wire wrapped stitch markers, and my lobster clasp progress keepers that I made. And I holding the two yarns double, so it kind of gives me like a light worsted weight yarn, and the needles are US size 7s. They're also, I think, Susan Bate needles from Joann's. These are probably my favorite size 7s because they just work they like my hands a bit better as I just squeeze a stone. I'll have to find that, but yeah. Just some project update. I'm getting tired of my other crochet project, so I brought the shawl with me today just to kind of have some easy knitting.
Hello, me lady.
Vlogception. Get yours out. Come on. You wouldn't be able to hear it because I wear headphones.
We can mime.
It's fine. It's again. We are back for round 2. Final day of Witchathon, folks. It is the final day of Witchathon, and that sucks.
Hey guys, I just wanted to wrap up the reading vlog. I am about a day or two behind from actually updating this and closing out the reading vlog, but I just wanted to thank you all for participating in the Witchathon. The winners will be announced within the next few days, hopefully by the time I get this edited and up. Hopefully by the time this video is up, the winners would be announced, but I am very grateful for the little community that we had created with this readathon, and am excited to see where it goes in the future and how the next rounds will go. And until next time, guys, I'll see you then. Bye, guys.